Welcome to the 15th and final regular season match of the 2020 IQ season, sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union and the Mobile County Public School System. I'm Bob Grip, your IQ Quizmaster. Today's match features high school students from Vigor, Davidson, and the home team, Bryant. The questions you're going to hear this morning are prepared in 16 categories by educators throughout the country who are all experts in their fields. They try to make the questions equally challenging. Now, here's how the points are awarded. In a regular category, each team will receive its own question in that area. The teams will then have 15 seconds and 4 opportunities to answer. If there's a correct answer on the first try, it's worth 4 points. Each time an incorrect answer is given, it's worth 1 less point. And if a team misses it entirely, either of the other 2 teams up here can gain 1 point with a correct answer, and I'll explain some of the other scoring as we go on. Current events questions, good luck everybody, score lots of points. Bryant, 80 pythons were captured in the 2020 Python Bowl, which takes place in which state?
Florida.
Right, 4 points. Davidson. Mary Louise Kelly held an interview with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and he asked her, "Do you think Americans really care about Ukraine?" He later said that she was lying. Kelly is the host on which national media outlet?
NBC.
Try again.
CBS.
Try again. Bryant.
NPR.
NPR, National Public Radio. Correct. 1 point. All right, Vigor. Arizona police signed a demand for driving in the HOV lane with what riding in the passenger seat?
A dog?
Try again. Davidson first.
Skeleton.
Right, a skeleton in the high occupancy vehicle ring. All right, now we change topics to American history, to our home team. German submarines during World War I were utilized to effectively derail shipping lanes of the Allied forces in many cases. These subs were nicknamed after the German translation for undersea boat. Provide the nickname of these German World War I submarines.
U-boats.
Right, U-boats, 4 points. Davidson, one of the most eminent women in the muckraking movement, was also one of the most respected business historians of her generation. She spent her life campaigning for honest government and ending business abuses, writing scathing articles about large businesses, and eventually purchasing The American magazine in 1906. Give me the last name of this woman.
Tarbell.
Right, 4 points. All right, Vigor. Socialism grew as a political movement in the early 1900s, bolstered by the influx of European immigrants who brought the increasingly popular theory with them to the New World. The prophet of the class struggle even lent his surname to this group of socialists. Give me the last name of the man who developed this theory of historical socialism.
Joseph Stalin?
Try again.
Hitler?
Try again. Bryant.
Marx.
Karl Marx, right, 1 point.
Did we not buzz in?
Biology is our next topic. To our home team. Identify the process during which an mRNA molecule is synthesized from an exposed gene found on an unwound section of the DNA double helix.
Transcription.
Correct, 4 points.
I don't know.
Davidson, identify the phase of mitotic cell division during which replicated chromosomes align at the center of the cell along an imaginary plane that divides the cell in half.
Metaphase?
Right, 4 points.
We're going over that.
Vigor, 3 nucleotides of messenger RNA correspond to a particular amino acid in the genetic code. Identify the 3 nucleotide sequence. Five seconds. Bryant.
AUG.
Sorry. Davidson.
A codon.
Yes. Very good. 1 point. All right, now we're going to change the rules a little bit and ask a question in sports. Now, in sports, it's a toss-up, so everybody has their hands on the buzzers. First team to push its buzzer answers first, only 1 answer per team, and you get 4 points if you're correct. The 2017-2018 season was the 72nd season of this franchise in the NBA, where they finished with a 55-27 record and the number 2 seed in the playoffs. They defeated the 7th-seeded Milwaukee Bucks in the... Bryant.
Boston Celtics?
Yes, Boston Celtics is right. Literature is our topic now. In Edgar Allan Poe's short story titled The Black Cat, tell the specific part of the narrator's body on which his first cat bit him, inflicting a small wound.
Hand.
Correct, 4 points. All right, Davidson. In Eudora Welty's short story titled Lily Dawn, 3 Ladies, give the name of the Mississippi town to which the 3 ladies initially tried to convince Lily Dawn to move.
Ellisville.
4 points, correct. Vigor. In James Thurber's short story titled The Cat in the Lifeboat, tell how many feet tall William the Cat tells the cat-crazy woman he is.
4.
Try again.
6.
Try again.
8.
Say that again.
8.
Yes, that's right. 2 points. All right, time for math. We changed the rules again in math. It's a 60-second question period rather than 15 seconds, and each team gets a copy of every question for possible bonus points. But the first question will be directed exclusively to Bryant, so everyone open your yellow math envelopes. The toll on a certain bridge is $5. Frequent travelers can purchase a monthly pass for $45 that allows them to cross the bridge at a cost of only $3.50 per trip. How often must the purchaser of a monthly pass cross the bridge in order to break even? $30 seconds.
$30 times.
That's right, 4 points. All right, next question goes to Davidson, so everyone open your red math envelopes, please. A football team purchases helmets for $270 and shoes for $180 for the 60 players on the team. The next year, the cost of the helmets increases by 10% and the cost of the shoes increases by 5%. What is the percent increase in the total cost of the equipment over the previous year? $30 seconds for Davidson.
%.
Try again. Seconds.
$7.
Nope, sorry. Anybody want to venture an answer? Bryant?
18 out of 225.
No. Vigor? No.
15.
8%. 8%. No points. All right, next math question goes to Vigor. Everyone open your blue math envelopes. If a basketball player averages 12 points per game during the first 2/5 of the season and finishes the season with an average of 21 points per game, what did the player average per game during the last 3/5 of the season? Thirty seconds left for Vigor. Ten seconds. Bryant.
31.
Sorry. Davidson.
27.
27 is correct. 1 point for Davidson. All right, we're going to leave math behind, at least for the time being, and change topics to Shakespeare. Back to Bryant. In Act 5 of Twelfth Night, Viola tells both Sebastian and Orsino that she will look more herself once she has her own clothes again. Identify the character who has her clothes.
Antonio,
Try again.
Sebastian,
Try again. Davidson.
The captain.
The captain is correct. 1 point. Davidson. In Act 5 of the first part of Henry VI, an English nobleman with little authority arranges a betrothal of Margaret of Anjou and young King Henry. Give this nobleman's title.
William de la Pole.
Try again.
Suffolk.
What was it again?
Suffolk.
Yes. Earl of Suffolk. Right. 3 points.
He has two names.
Vigor. In Act 5 of Cymbeline, Posthumus, while sleeping in jail, is visited by a series of apparitions. Give the number of human apparitions that appear in this sequence.
3,
Try again.
7,
Try again.
2.
Try again. No, sorry. Teams, wait for the buzzer if you'd like to answer. Don't buzz in early, because then you go last. Davidson.
4.
4 is correct. 1 point. Geography is our next topic. Bryant. The island nation of Fiji's population is mainly found on its largest island, Viti Levu. The capital city is found on the southeastern coast of that island. Identify the capital of Fiji.
Suva,
Right, 4 points.
What's his name?
Davidson. At the far eastern regions of Oceania rest a group of territorial islands owned by the United Kingdom. Closer to South America than Australia, they are visibly in the middle of the southern Pacific Ocean. Name these islands.
Vanuatu,
Try again.
Solomon Islands,
Try again.
Falkland Islands.
Try again. Bryant.
Marianas.
No. Vigor.
Cayman,
No. The Pitcairn Islands. No points. Vigor, your question in geography. Just north of Fiji lies another independent country, which spans south and east of the country of Kiribati. Give the name of this country. Bryant.
Tuvalu.
Right. 1 point. Very good. All right, we are halfway through our competition right now. Vigor has 2 points. Davidson has 20. Bryant's in the lead with 31.
New Horizons. Horizons Credit Union is a proud supporter of local nonprofits and education, including sponsoring the annual New Horizons Credit Union Scholarship. Visit newhcu.org to learn more about New Horizons Credit Union.
All right, teams, good luck for the second half of the competition. Bryant, here's a question in chemistry for you. State the term given to a colloid in which the dispersed phase consists of micelles.
Aerosol.
Try again.
Suspension.
Davidson.
Ion.
No. Vigor. No. Association colloid. Davidson. Give the name of the metal composed of iron and sulfur called fool's gold.
Iron sulfate.
Try again.
Iron trisulfate.
Try again.
Iron sulfide.
Try again. Nope. Bryant.
Pyrite.
No. Vigor. No. Marcasite. Vigor, your question. Give the term used to describe two liquids that are highly soluble within each other, such as methanol and water.
A solution,
Try again.
mixture,
Speak really loudly into the microphone.
mixture,
No, sorry. Bryant?
Volatile.
No. Davidson?
Hypertonic.
Miscible. Miscible is what we needed. No points. Art history is the topic. Back to our home team. The Ur-Nammu is a notable example of Neo-Sumerian monumental religious architecture. It was a ziggurat or tower which consisted of superimposed terraces at the top, which stood a temple dedicated to the god of the moon. Give the Neo-Sumerian name for the god of the moon.
Nana.
Right, 4 points. Right. Davidson, some Paleolithic cave art may date from 14,000 BC. Many of these drawings were created in white or yellow. These original works have been painted over with scenes from the Bronze Age. Tell the color of paint that was obtained from plant stems and leaves that was used to paint over scenes previously painted white or yellow.
Red.
Correct, 4 points. Vigor. Living around 2700 BC, this man was the first architect whose name is known and may have been the first to build in hewn stone. Centuries later, he was worshipped as the god of medicine in Egypt and Greece. Give the one-word name of this man who was also a physician, a seer, and a royal official. Bryant.
Imhotep.
Say it loudly.
Imhotep.
Yes. Say it one more time.
Imhotep.
Spell it, please.
Imhotep.
Sorry. Anybody else want to buzz in? No? It was Imtohep. Imtohep. All right, time for team choice. Now, in team choice, the team chose the topic it wanted to be quizzed on before our match began this morning. 4 points for a correct answer, but team choice is only one answer per team. So teams, if I rule the original team's answer wrong, you can buzz in immediately and then get 2 points for a correct answer. Bryant, you chose Shakespeare. In Act 5 of Macbeth, most of the Scottish nobles have abandoned the king. Give the name of the character who is Macbeth's second in command in the castle. Five seconds.
Satan.
Yes, we'll take it. 4 points. Okay, Davidson, you chose literature. Again, a reminder, just one answer. In Edgar Allan Poe's short story titled The Telltale Heart, after receiving a call from a concerned neighbor, give the hour at which the police arrived at the old man's house and knocked at the door.
Midnight.
Sorry, Bryant or Vigor? Bryant.
4.
Yes, very good. 2 points. All right, Vigor, you chose American history. One answer. In 1933, a New Deal program was designed to raise agricultural prices by paying farmers not to farm. It was based on the assumption that higher prices would increase farmers' purchasing power and thereby help alleviate the Great Depression. Give this agency's full name. Five seconds. Bryant?
The Agricultural Adjustment Administration.
Correct. Very good. 1 point. For 2 points. All right, time for our second toss-up of the match. It's in geography. Most of the lakes in central Australia are saltwater and only fill with liquid after excessive rain. These basins remain empty most of the year. When filled, though, the country's 3 largest lakes are all found in the state of South Australia. Give the name of the country's 3rd largest lake, south of Lake Eyre and west of Lake Torrens. Anybody can buzz in?
No.
5 seconds. It was Lake Gardenier. No points on that. Time to go back to a regular category. It's in physics. To Bryant. State the name given to the condition that results when the downward force of gravity and upward force of air resistance are equal and the object ceases to accelerate.
Terminal speed.
Yes, we'll accept that terminal velocity as well. 4 points. Davidson, state the name of the physical quantity that varies directly with net torque and inversely with moment of inertia when Newton's second law of motion is applied to a rotational system. Five seconds.
Angular acceleration.
Correct. 4 points. Vigor, give the name of the device invented by Evangelista Torricelli, used to measure pressure. Five seconds.
A scale.
No, sorry. Bryant buzzed in too early. Davidson?
Barometer.
Yes, a barometer. 1 point. American government is our topic. To Bryant now. A U.S. citizen levies war against the United States or gives aid and comfort to the enemies of the United States. Give the name of the crime which this U.S. citizen would be charged with these 2 situations.
Treason.
Treason is right. 4 points. Davidson, name the type of jurisdiction the federal courts have in cases that can only be held in their courts.
Exclusive jurisdiction.
4 points. Correct. Vigor, quote, no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, unquote. Name the amendment which guarantees the right to due process. Five seconds.
The 7th.
Try again. Bryant?
The 5th.
No. Davidson?
14th.
14th is right. 1 point. Okay, world history to Bryant. In order to counter the expected threat from the United States, Germany in World War I attempted to enlist the aid of Mexico, promising to return the territory taken from them by the U.S. in the Mexican War. The offer was conveyed to Mexico by the German Foreign Secretary in a telegram that the U.S. intercepted. Give me the last name of that Foreign Secretary.
Zimmerman.
Right, 4 points. Davidson. In 1921, the Chinese Communist Party was formed. One of its founders was a librarian at Beijing University who was to become China's greatest revolutionary leader. Give me his full name.
Jiang Jieshi.
Try again.
Mao Zedong.
Yeah, 3 points. Vigor. By 1932, the Nazi Party was the largest in Germany, though far from a majority. The president of Germany foolishly appointed Adolf Hitler as chancellor, the most powerful political position in the land. Give the last name of this president, a hero of World War I. Five seconds. Davidson.
Heidenberg.
Spell it.
Hidenburg.
Say it one more. You want the spelling or the? Just say the name again.
Heidenberg.
Sorry. Bryant?
Hindenburg.
Hindenburg is right. 1 point. Here during the last match of the regular season is the last question in today's contest. Worth 4 points. Everybody open your white math envelopes now. The angular speed of the Earth's rotation is pi over 12 radians per hour, and the equator of the Earth lies on a circle with an approximate radius of 4,000 miles. The linear velocity in miles per hour of a point located on the equator can be expressed as a fraction in simplest terms, p over q times pi. What is the value of p plus q? It's a trigonometry question. Thirty seconds, teams. Seconds. Bryant.
8,012.
Sorry. Davidson or Vigor, up to you. No answers. 1,003. The final score, Vigor with 2 points, Davidson with 37 points. Today's winner, Bryant with 56 points.